I usually don't stand up and say much of anything, but at this particular point, I kind of have to, because this 501 thing, even though it has legs and it's been ugly, it needs to be addressed. In reading through the bylaws, I'm probably not going to be Mr. Popular by the end of the night. And it's not a personal thing, Chief Rizzo, or Chief Jackin, or President Jackin, Treasurer Rizzo. But the members of the board and the trustees that sit at the table had an obligation when the taxes weren't done for a significant period of time, and we fell into the loss of the 501c3. They did nothing. They sat on their hands and did nothing, whether you were not informed or whether you were informed. When you were, you should have done something, and if you weren't, that's just another act of misconduct. And I think everybody at the table understands what misconduct is, and if you don't, I have the definition right here for you. I'll be happy to pass it out. I understand that there are now certain obligations I have to proceed forward after reading through the bylaws based on misconduct. I'm going to take those necessary steps, because it's necessary that even though you put safeguards in place, or a safeguard in place, it's after the fact. It should have never happened. I spoke to our former president, Mr. Yoakum, and even though it's been tried to been put in his court that this is his fault and his responsibility, he made it clear to me that in your role as the vice president at the time, and you still as the treasurer at the time, everybody knew what was going on except the membership, which I think was disrespectful, and the board. And if they did know, and they didn't do anything, that's misconduct also. If they didn't know because you didn't tell them, or because you didn't tell them, or you guys decided to keep it a secret, that's just not the way it goes. You mentioned transparency at the last meeting. Transparency needs to start now. I'm going to move forward. Well, I need to move forward. It's not a personal thing. Please don't take it that way. If anybody else had done this, if somebody on this side of the room had put us where we are now, you probably would have fired them. I don't think you would dispute that, or you would have fired them. I understand your positions at the table, and everybody else needs to understand their position at the table as well. There was some form of action needed to be taken, and nothing has been done. We sat there and let it happen. No, it's not under review, because you just finally admitted for the first time that the paperwork hasn't been filed. You did make a comment that you didn't find out about it till October. I have the document from the IRS. It happened in May. I spoke to the IRS. Certified mail in April. Regular mail in April. We knew about it in April. We did nothing. 6 weeks prior to May, when it was actually revoked, we were informed that we were being revoked. But we did nothing. It's now December. We still have nothing. Our public relations guy puts out, our accountant had a stroke. That is the lamest response we could have had. The public looks at us as a joke right now. I don't like that feeling. That's not what I came here for. I came here to do a job. I've been doing my job. I've got numerous cases. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. You know, I go out, I do my job. I have no complaints. Nobody has never had a negative thing to say about me. It's all about the animals. That's why I'm here. I don't want your job. I don't want your job. I don't envy it at all. It's difficult. It's probably daunting at times. But there's responsibilities that come with it that are clearly written in the bylaws. You failed at that. And there's been nothing done about it. Nothing said about it. You didn't even stand up and apologize to the membership because you've embarrassed everybody.
Excuse me, but you're out of line on that.
Did
When
you
you have
apologize?
your facts straight, then we can have a further conversation about that.
Did you
I
apologize?
dispute 3/4 of what you have said, and that's my response to you.
Okay.
We had this conversation
Yes.
last
Can I
month.
ask you one other question then?
You
Is
may or
somebody's
may
phone
not.
going off?
Over there. Have you apologized to the membership?
No, and I'm not going to.
Why?
I haven't done anything to apologize for.
So the loss of the 501 and not filing the taxes in a timely manner is just not something that we should listen. It won't happen if anything.
You know what? You can have your opinion. You're entitled to it. I've got mine.
Okay. All right. No, so
I don't have anything to apologize for. Nothing.
I don't know if the membership would agree with that. And
No,
me
you don't
personally-
agree with that, and
No, I don't.
you can say it's personal or not personal.
It's not.
I don't agree with you. I don't.
No, but, I needed to put it out there and stand up because, I sit and I listen to the things that are said to me and told to me, and I say, okay, you said to me last week, oh, I filed for extensions. That's half true.
No, it's not half true.
You did file, but they haven't been approved.
Okay, you can say again what you want. Your version of the facts are disputed.
Okay. You're entitled to, but I needed to put it out there that the rest of the membership, and unfortunately, we have a very low turnout tonight, and we're missing many board members, but I'm embarrassed, to say the least. And something needs to be done, something should have been done, so on that grounds, that's why I'm standing and I'm saying, you know, if the board is going to end up having to take some kind of action, or if they're just as culpable as you.
You can point the finger wherever you want to point it.
Well, you're the treasurer.
As far as I'm
Did you do what you were
concerned-
supposed to do?
Brian, you have something that you think are facts, I disagree with you.
That's not, I just said, did you do what you were supposed to do
I
in your
have done
capacity
what
as
I-
the treasurer?
Well,
Brian,
this
this
is
is
a
not- this is a
comment
comment
section, this is
section.
not
Okay.
a,
Your 3 minutes are up.
Right.
I'm wrong. Okay, but, you know, I just want to make it known that I think it was disrespectful and disrespected the entire organization. And it makes life difficult for us in the street because people now look at us like, can we trust them? Where is all that money? What is it? What are they doing? That's it. And so now we need to start on rebuilding the reputation, which, you know, I agree with what you said. Yes, we have to take things in a positive direction and start putting things back together and making the people not look at us sideways so that we can continue to do our jobs the way we want to and the way we need to make it better for the animals.
okay, thank you, Brian.